All right, it's late at night, and I know some of y'all are up because you're night owls, and some of y'all are up just because you just happen to catch us live. But I'm gonna just spit some truth for y'all for a second. Tonight was supposed to have been my class. Sorry to your ex. Workshop was supposed to have been tonight, but due to some unforeseen circumstances with my throat, excuse me, I didn't do that on purpose at that time. But yeah, I had to pause it. So some of you are probably like, well, why are you live right now then? Well, I probably shouldn't be. But I felt a little weird not showing face at all today, knowing that, class was supposed to have started today. And there's just also something that was just kind of on my mind. And I want to just get on here and just kind of share it with some of you guys as well. But I've been to the doctor a couple times, and I'm taking some meds, and hopefully, I feel better soon. But until then, we're just gonna keep praying and believing and hoping for the best. When you are a speaker, you need your voice. I had an issue a couple of years ago with my chest that really got in the way of me speaking, and now something's going on with my throat, and it's not like your average sore throat. It's been like an issue going on with my throat for like the last month. So I may have to have some serious stuff done, but we'll see. But like I said, we're gonna believe God for the best. All right. All right, I'm just go ahead and get into tonight. Get into it tonight. It's not gonna be like one of my regular nights where it feels a little bit more like a church service. This is a little bit more of a, I guess you could say, a rant / wisdom. And so yeah, I'm just gonna get into it. I think that a lot of people in today's society really want to be in a relationship. Nobody likes being single. Most people are afraid of being alone. And I think that that's understandable, right? Like, I'm single, right? And, I would prefer to be in a relationship, but I would never prefer to be in a relationship just to be in a relationship over being in the right relationship. Does that make sense, right? Like, how many of you want to be in a relationship, but you want to be in the right relationship because you know your value, you know your worth, you know that you don't want to have your time wasted, right? Like, comment below value if you know your value. Like, if you know your value, just comment below value. Comment below value if you get what I'm saying. And so I just want to kind of speak some real stuff to you tonight. Like, tonight gonna be one of them nights where I'm gonna be probably too real, so I don't really care because I didn't get on here to be on here for a long time. But if you on here, you about to catch some heat, I promise you. I'm gonna jump right into it. Everybody has issues, right? Everybody has something that they're not amazing at, something that they struggle with, right? Like, everybody has something they struggle with in relationships, but the problem is that most people don't know what they struggle with in relationships. So, like, to want to be in a relationship but not know what you struggle with in relationships almost makes you someone not to be in a good relationship with. So if you want to be a good partner and attract a great partner, right? I'm gonna say that again. If you want to be a good partner and attract a great partner, one of the best things that you could ever do is identify, what are some of the areas that you struggle with in relationships. And I think that, like, one of the reasons we see so many people out here getting their time wasted is because a lot of people think that they are on a higher level than they actually are. Does that make sense? Have you ever met somebody that was a little bit like, like conceited, or like over, like they just thought more highly of themselves than they should? You know what I mean? Like, and I think that that's the reason why, like, and just the big picture point tonight is just simply this, like, prepare for we, not for me. Y'all feel me? Prepare for we, not for me. I think that a lot of times people say like, oh, I'm working on myself, like I'm doing the work, I'm healing, I'm doing this. I'm gonna tell you something. There are some things that you won't really be able to learn until you're in a relationship, right? There are just some things you will not be able to learn until you are in a relationship. But there are some things that you can start practicing before you're in a relationship, right? Like, for example, if there are things that you've struggled with in past relationships, those are things that you can work on right now. If there are things that were hangups in past relationships, those are things that you can work on now. But I think one of the biggest mistakes people make a lot of times is that just because it was something your ex said, you make up your mind that it can't have no truth to it. And just because your ex said something and your ex was terrible, don't mean that your ex wasn't possibly a mirror to you at times, right? And obviously nobody wants to hear that. Nothing doesn't mean that everything they said was true. But there gotta be something that they saw that held some truth, you know? And so there are a lot of ways to go about this, but this is kind of like the thing that I really want to kind of put out there is that if you're out here and you got abandonment issues, insecurities, rejection issues, um, um, matter of fact, just bump it. Let's just name some. Everybody drop a comment below. Let me know what's one thing you need to work on. What's one area that like you're like, yeah, I struggle with this. What do you struggle with? Drop a comment real quick. And I appreciate whoever liking on TikTok, man. Help me get those likes up to like 10K so we can get some people up there. Yep, attachment issues. All you gotta do is take your device and start tapping, y'all. Y'all start tapping. Do me that favor so we can get more people on here for me. Controlling. There we go. Controlling. Attach. Yeah, I was just like, let me stop naming stuff and let me see what y'all say. Because I want to speak exactly to y'all. Commitment issues, controlling, lack of vulnerability, that's a real thing. People be struggling with that. Why you struggle to be vulnerable, Shanta? What's the reason for that? Coach K. Coach K, why you struggle with being controlling? What's the reason for that? Nobody else gonna comment? When it comes to relationships, what do you struggle with? YouTube, where you at? Come on, drop a comment for me. Let me know. When it comes to relationships, what's one thing you struggle with? Idolizing a person. Ooh, that's good, Christy. That's good, Christy. Thank you for your honesty. So let me ask you this, Christy. Do you struggle with insecurities? Do you struggle with insecurities? Trust issues. Oh, trust issues. Oh, feel like you're pretty confident. So why do you feel like, what makes you idolize a person? Usually someone who idolizes a person has like insecurity issues. What do you think it is? It stems from having such a chaotic upbringing for a long time. I've tried to control everything. So you want to know one of the number one things that everybody struggles with, like for the most part in relationships? Not everybody, but a lot of people. A lot of people struggle with fear. Everybody comment below fear, fear, fear. Just drop that comment for me real quick, fear. I just made them more special in my head because I see them in such a beautiful light. I think idolization always will have more to do. Idolizing is always going to be deeper than just seeing somebody in a good light. I think it's always something deeper there than that. That may be part of it, but you know, I was just asking. Thank you for sharing. So YouTube, where are y'all at? Drop a comment for me, YouTube. Somebody say something. Y'all are so quiet over here, y'all. Like literally, like all y'all on here and nobody's commenting. YouTube, everybody comment below. Fear, 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 fear. All right, let's get into this. Everybody that just named something tonight, right? Like fear is attached to it when you think about it, right? Fear of letting go of control, right? Fear of losing the person, right? Fear of trusting the person, fear of being cheated on, right? How many of you have a fear of being cheated on? How many of you have a fear of being cheated on? Everybody drop a comment below if that's you. And so everyone has these things that they struggle with. And so like, I'm about to kind of just rant for a second, and I think there'll be some wisdom in this, and you can take it if you want it, you throw it away. I've never been a self-proclaimed guru or nothing, but I do believe God has made me to be a wise person, and I'm gonna share with you my thoughts, my raw thoughts on some things. So first thing first, I think that when you're getting ready for a relationship, one of the number one things you need to do is like understand that you could heal for you individually, but that same healing could not be that valuable in a relationship. Now I know a lot of y'all are probably like, "What you mean? That sounds crazy." No, it doesn't sound crazy, because what I'm trying to encourage you to do is like to heal with someone else in mind. Heal with someone else in mind. Don't just heal for you. Don't heal selfishly. Heal with someone else in mind. Does that mean you're healing for someone else? Absolutely not. But you are going to heal with the understanding that, hey, I don't want to just heal enough to be fine with me. I want to heal enough to where others will be fine with me too. I want to heal enough to where my interactions with other human beings will be different. I want to heal enough to where I don't just see the healing, but other people see the healing. You know how when you lose weight and you can't see it, but other people be talking about, "Girl, you look good," or "Bruh, I can tell, like, what you been doing, bro. You been in the gym." You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You ever had that happen? You ever had that happen where you lost weight and you couldn't see it, but other people could see it? That'd be the best feeling, low key, because you be like, "I bet I'm about to keep going. I'm about to keep going. I'm about to keep going." Somebody comment below, "Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going." And so when you heal the right way, right, it shouldn't just affect you, right? When you heal the right way, it shouldn't just affect you. When you heal the right way, you shouldn't be the only one benefiting from it. When you heal the right way, you shouldn't just sleep better at night and that's all there is to it, right? When you heal the right way, this should affect your interaction, your relationship, your friendship, your family ships. Like things should this should affect other things. Watch this. When you heal the right way, it should even affect and impact your relationship with God. And that's why I'm not the biggest fan of the word self-love. I teach on it, I speak on it, but the way I talk about it is different than how most people talk about it. Because most people talk about self-love, they talk about it from a standpoint where it's selfish. They talk about it from a standpoint where they make it seem like it's all about you. And that's why, like, I'm really not a fan. I know a lot of y'all are gonna hate me for this, but I'm really not a fan of people when they, I'm really not a fan of when people say things like, "I've been through too much, so I deserve." I've been through too much, so I deserve. Going through a lot does not make you deserving. We've all been through a lot. Ain't nobody on this line not been through something, right? What is the limit of going through enough so you deserve? I don't think that's what makes somebody deserving. You know what I mean? Like people will say, "Oh, I did the work," but it's like, did you really? What did you do? How did you do the work? You did the selfish work. You know what I'm saying? You did the selfish work. You didn't do the holy work. You didn't do the righteous work. You didn't do the work that impacts other people. You know what I'm saying? Like people be saying they did the work, and then they get with somebody healthy and they still don't seem like they did the work. Oh, you did the work, but now you with somebody healthy and you still seem like you didn't do the work. So here's the thing though. Does that mean that they didn't do the work? Not necessarily. Maybe they did do some work, but the work wasn't enough. You want to know why the work they did wasn't enough? Because they did not heal with others in mind. They healed with themselves in mind. I'm really giving y'all a gem right now that could transform your whole life if you would actually really think about it. Because it is so much easier to heal just for yourself without thinking of others than it is to heal with others in mind. When you heal with others in mind, that should lead to some forgiveness. When you heal with others in mind, that should lead to some reconciliation. When you heal with others in mind, that stuff should start coming up that you didn't even realize was there. And that's a beautiful thing because that means that now you've gotten God involved and the Holy Spirit is revealing blind spots to you. This is the type of healing you need because that's the type of healing that's going to attract who God has for you. That's the type of healing that's going to make you ready for love. I'm telling you, most people in today's society are not as ready for love as they think that they are. We really live in a very toxic culture where everybody's watching out for themselves. Everybody is selfish. Everybody got issues. Everybody done been through something. Everybody done been hurt. So everybody's out here saying, I want love, but I gotta protect my heart. So you got one hand out saying, give me love, then you got the other hand protecting your heart. And the problem with that is if one hand is out saying, give me, and the other hand is saying, I gotta protect me, then what hand are you using to give? What hand are you using to give? One hand is saying give me, the other hand is saying protect me. So what hand is giving? That's selfishness. Everybody comment below selfish. Well, actually, I don't know if TikTok gonna let you say that, so just comment below, don't do that. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Don't do that. It is no way, that is not a good way to heal, date, do relationships, marriage, nothing. You can't have one hand out to receive and one hand out to protect. Because that's how everybody be out here moving in these streets. And that's why the divorce rate be so crazy. That's why everybody get together and break right back up. That's why you see all these toxic conversations on the internet about relationships and love. You won't hear nobody having this conversation though. Don't nobody want to have this conversation. I mean, you might see some married couples talking like this, but you ain't gonna see, I'm being dead serious. Y'all drop a comment below. Tell me what influencer that's single you hear talking like this? I'm not saying I'm the best at all. I'm just telling you, put me on game. Let me know who they are. Because every time I get on, people just be saying a bunch of nonsense, entertaining, talking about the most trending subject, and they're one-sided in their perspectives taken up for men, or one-sided in their perspective taken up for women. Nobody's really actually out there putting information that's like going to help people like unify. You know what I'm saying? Not no single people. Not no single people. You might find some married people doing it, but rarely single people. But that's the problem, right? Because if you say, well, why aren't there many single people talking like that? I think because most single people are speaking from their opinion and from their negative experiences, or their, not from their negative experiences, because there's nothing wrong with talking about your experiences, but they're speaking through the lens of the hurt from their negative experience. See, when you share from your negative experiences, you need to share from a healed place. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to share from a broken place. You got to share from a healed place, you know? And we're all on the healing journey, so no judgment to nobody, but I don't have any particular person in mind or anything like that right now. But I'm just saying, man, we got to be careful, like, who we lend our ears to. Be careful whose opinions you paying attention to, especially my ladies. And I'm talking to y'all because y'all be talking the most. You feel me? Like y'all have the most representatives for this subject. And so, you know how you can be sitting there, you can be listening to a woman and she talking about what she been through and she talking about how hard it was, and you listening and you like, yeah, girl, yeah, and like it's hitting you, right? You feel it, and it's affirming your hurt. Here's the problem though. Watch this. Be careful. Be careful. I love you, ladies. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are my greatest supporters. But just hear my heart from a big brother, you know what I'm saying? Fatherly, homeboy, whatever you want to view me as, place. Hear my heart. You never want to lean in more into our affirmation. You never want to lean into affirmation within your hurt place than you do healing that can bring you out of your hurt place. I'm gonna say that again. You never want to lean into affirmation within your hurt place more than you lean into words of healing that could bring you out of your hurt place. Does that make sense? Because the words of healing that could bring you out of your hurt place may not be words, I'm gonna just keep it real. Those words are not going to stroke your ego. They're not going to comfort you. Those words are going to challenge you, right? Those words are going to probably feel a little uncomfortable. Those words are going to make you sit up straight and kind of be like, and that's okay. That's okay. Because here's the thing. The danger of being affirmed or receiving affirmation in the hurt place, the wrong type of affirmation in the hurt place, is you don't heal from it. So you'll take that same jump into the next relationship, or that same perspective into the next relationship. I'm telling you, I'm just speaking facts. I'm trying to give y'all the real. how many of y'all watch how many of y'all watch yeah, that's true, Kay. And I'm a Coach K. Coach K said something powerful. She said we tend to connect more through our hurt than anything else. Exactly. And not that, and just so I don't want nobody thinking I ain't no women basher by no means. Men are not perfect. I can get on us all day. I'm just saying that to my ladies from a place of love because I want to see y'all win. And like I be getting pissed because I be seeing all these women saying stuff that's like out of hurt, and then I see so many of y'all like, yeah, girl, da 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 da, exactly, period, and all this stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all don't realize that this chick or these women or whoever is speaking at that time, you don't realize that they are not bringing you closer to the love that you desire. Do you hear me, ladies? Do you hear me? When you are sitting there in agreement with someone that is speaking to your hurt and like the wrong way, they are not helping you get closer to love. They are just affirming you in your feelings. And your feelings matter. But how you process your feelings matters more. I'm gonna say that again. Your feelings matter, but how you process your feelings matter more. What you do with your feelings matter more. Watch this. Whose hands you put your feelings in matter most. Are you putting your feelings in God's hands or in the hands of podcasters or in the hands of Instagrammers or in the hands of YouTubers or in the hands of broken-hearted love songs? That's all I'm saying, fam. Put your broken heart in the right hands. Put your disappointment in the right hands. Straight up. You know? And I say this because I'm a man. I'm on the other side of this. I know how a man thinks. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been saved my whole life. I used to be a dog. So I'm telling you, like, I can tell you straight up, like, I know all about the type of situations you will continue to end up in if you don't allow yourself to receive certain truths. You feel me? And so I think I'm just trying to encourage y'all because I want to see you actually heal from what you're going through. Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all probably ain't never expect this from me because I didn't expect this from me. How many of y'all seen Love is Blind? How many of y'all seen Love is Blind? I never watched it in my life until this recent season because I kept seeing it on social media and it caught my attention. I seen one clip that really threw me. And I ain't gonna talk about it because I don't know if anybody, am I spoiling? I'm gonna just tell you right now, if you don't want to be spoiled, if this is gonna be a spoiler alert, you go ahead and log off. I'm sorry. I'm just letting you know in advance. This is a spoiler alert. If you ain't seen the last episode or something like that, go ahead and dip out. But when I've seen, and if you didn't watch it, this still gonna make sense to you. But when I've seen what happened between AD and Clay, I had so many thoughts go through my head. You're talking about two individuals that both needed healing for different reasons in different areas, and it was very interesting to watch because you've seen these two individuals that really kind of had somewhat of a vibe between them for sure. Although a big part of me just thinks Clay wasn't attracted to AD for real, but that's a different conversation. But the point I want to make though is this though. Clay pretty much showed AD who he was from the jump. Clay made a lot of statements making it very clear that he was not confident in his ability to love. You feel what I'm saying? So this guy is making it abundantly clear that he is not confident in his ability to love. Over and over and over and over again. Which, with that being the case, many may say, why did he even go on the show? I think we all think that we're more ready than we actually are. That was my personal opinion. I think all of us, every single one of us think that we're more ready than we actually are. But you want to know one of the biggest things that you can take from the show Love is Blind? One of the biggest things you can really take from it is that if we all had a microscope on how we handle love, on how we handle relationships, and then we had to go back and watch it with the whole world, I think we'd all look just like them in some form or fashion. I don't think none of us will walk away from that thing without some critiques, because none of us are perfect. None of us. We all got triggers. We all got trauma. We all have been through some toxic situations, and it's gonna be, as somebody said, embarrassing. It's gonna be some stuff that's gonna touch you for sure, for sure. TikTok family, I need y'all to help me out. Can y'all just get the tapping? We need to get to like 10K. If y'all can help me do that, please. That means a lot to me. Shout out to the few people on YouTube tonight. So I just wanted to remind you, like, blind spots are real. You feel me? Like, blind spots are real. Especially Chelsea. She didn't deserve the hate she was getting. Oh man, you a Chelsea fan? Christy? You a Chelsea fan? I don't know. Me and you, well, you might be on two different pages. You might be on two different pages. I listen, I don't know. It was a lot of insecurities there for me. I was a little bothered by that. I was a little bothered by all the insecurities stuff. Like it was a bit much for me personally. If you need that much reassurance, then I'm not quite sure if you're ready. I'm gonna tell you though, like the thing is death healing different from breakup healing? Yeah, for sure. Grief, yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, I'm not painting Jimmy in a good light at all. That's not my goal. But I'm just saying, you know, you remember there was a part in the show where Chelsea made a comment. For those of y'all don't know what we're talking about, I'm talking about being ready for love, but right now I'm just kind of sharing some stuff about Love is Blind real quick with a couple of people. There was a part of the show. Wait, how many of y'all seen Love is Blind? Like, I just not like, if it's only like 3 of y'all, I might need to stop talking about this because that's not gonna be fair to everybody else because nobody else is gonna be into it. How many of y'all seen it? Just drop a comment below if you've seen the most recent season at all. Two, three, four. I just need about 7. Like you see about 7 of them. About 7 of y'all seen it. I'm straight. Nah, that's really only like 4. All right, I'm just gonna say this one last thing, and then I'm gonna shut up talking about Love is Blind. I don't want to be talking too much about other people, anyways, because them real people. You know what I'm saying? Like them real people. I wouldn't want nobody talking about me. I mean, people do talk about me. Like I done been talked about just from being known on the internet. So, but all I'll say is this: what I didn't like about Chelsea, like what she did several different times, there was something very manipulative about her during conflict. Like real talk. And that's something I feel like a lot of people overlooked and did not speak on, but I noticed that because I've been in relationships like that before. That I'm gonna just say this, I'm not going to define her character, but I'll just say she has some very manipulative moments during conflict. And for those of you who never seen the show, I'm gonna just explain what I'm saying. Like when you're in a disagreement with somebody and you are mad, so you express yourself out of anger, right? And you didn't sit here and cuss somebody out, fuss somebody out, raise your voice at somebody and all these other stuff, right? And then your partner says some stuff back to you, right? And you're like, you're done. You say you're done, but then when your partner say, okay, cool, you come back and say, no, don't go. Oh, don't leave. Hey, what can we do to fix it? That's really like, that's insecurities and attachment issues at its finest. And it's almost like, it feels like you're playing a game because you're kind of like expressing yourself to see how far you can go. And if it doesn't work, then you come all the way back down. You know, if you see that the person isn't going to leave and you are getting away with it, you keep turning up. That's not healthy, and it's not getting you to like that's not going to help the relationship, and it's not getting your point across, and it's not going to make your partner want to respect you. Whether it's female, male, it don't matter. It don't matter who's doing it. If it's a male doing it or a female doing it, you cannot do that. That is not okay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, ladies. Can I put you on game? Can I put you on game? Ooh, I'm about to put y'all on game. Okay, ladies, if you want to know a secret about men, I just want you to just comment below, tell me. I'm about to put y'all on game. I'm talking about big game. I didn't expect to do this. This is some game. For real. All right, listen. So if you tell a man, right? If you tell a man you like, I'm done, I'm through, you make some sort of bold declaration, right? You make a bold declaration like I'm done, I ain't going for that no more. I'm tired of that. I ain't blah blah blah. You got me messed up. No, I'm out of here, right? Now let's say if you make a bold declaration with your mouth, but then you don't follow through with your actions. Ooh, you know what you're doing? Do you know what you're doing? Let me see what y'all think. Comment below. Do you know what you're doing when you do that? If you make bold declarations, right, with your mouth, but then you don't follow through with it, what are you doing? Does anybody know? I'm gonna tell you. I just want to see if anybody knows. Manipulating, you make him believe he can do anything and get away with it because you won't leave. So Tori is the closest. You pretty much are putting yourself in a position where you're training him how to treat you and what he can get away with, right? Like a lot of times, right? I love the fact somebody said creating a narcissist. I won't personally say that. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I won't personally say that. I'll just say though, how he treats you later on down the road, a lot of it will be because of you. Like you and him both will share some faults. It won't be 100% him. Now, when it ends, you'll walk away telling people, oh, he was a this, he was a that. But the truth is that he was probably half or 60% of that. The other 50%, 40% came from you not sticking to what you said. And so you taught him that he could be that way. Now, him choosing to do that still makes him super wrong, super jacked up, super not okay. But to be honest with you, most men do not have the emotional intelligence nor the selflessness to treat you better than you're willing to treat yourself. Oh my gosh. Did I say that out loud? My bad. Most men do not have the emotional intelligence or selflessness to treat you better than you treat yourself. Does that make sense? Most men don't have that. Most men are gonna peep how you carry yourself, and he gonna treat you at the level of what you present him with. So if you say something, make sure you mean it. Everybody comment below, mean it. Stop just saying stuff out of anger, fam. Stop just saying stuff out from a place of being upset. Exactly. Stand on business. Stand on business. Or how about this? Be slow to speak. That way you don't say nothing that you don't mean. Don't say nothing that you don't mean. And that's my whole thing, because most of us, like, to be honest, and I'm just talking to everybody now, women and men, most of y'all don't have a goal. Like, I mean, like, have you ever been in a disagreement and you just noticed it started off talking about who took the trash out last, and now y'all sitting here arguing about what somebody said 6 months ago? It's like, a lot of times people be in conflict and don't even have a plan. They don't have a goal. They don't even know what they're trying to resolve anymore or how to resolve it. And it's like, you need a map. You need a roadmap to figure out how to fix the problem. You need rules. You need standards, right? You need boundaries. Things that we say, things we don't say. That's why like, I and no offense to anybody on here, I'm not being judgmental, but for me, I'm not getting in a relationship with nobody that like to cuss. Like, if I know you like to cuss a lot, I can't date you. I can't date you. Like, it's just ain't gonna go for me, because I'm telling you, the minute you cuss me out, that's not gonna be good. Either way, it's not gonna be good. One way or the other, it's not gonna be good. Because one, you're gonna trigger me, and I'm gonna start telling you stuff about yourself that you didn't even know I ever thought that I kept to myself. Or two, I'm just gonna walk out. It's no in between there for me for the most part. Like, I'm leaving, or I'm gonna start saying some stuff about you that you never thought I thought. I ain't gonna cuss you back out. I'm gonna cuss you back out. No, y'all thought that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna cuss somebody out. I ain't gonna cuss you out. I'm just but what I do say, you probably gonna be like, wait, what? You always thought my feet was big. You always thought my feet was. You always thought my feet was big. Oh, you. Oh, wait, what? You don't like? Wait, you don't like my mama? Like, you know, like. But 8 times out of 10, I'm just be like, you got it, because it really don't deserve a response. Because I don't get down like that. Because the truth is that she ain't gonna hear me cussing. So if you don't hear me cussing in general, what make you think that you finna cuss me out? My food nasty. Yo, I actually seen a couple get into it, and one of them, and the man said that in the middle of the argument. When I tell you that was the funniest jump ever, I couldn't laugh in a moment because I was trying to de-escalate the situation, but man, my bad. He didn't say the food's nasty. He said something about like you don't ever cook or something like that. I don't know, something along those lines. But anyways, that jump was funny, and it definitely got brought back up later on. I said, sheesh. And he wasn't even trying to like be cutthroat. Like he said it from a genuine place. But it hit home though. It landed. But no, on a serious note though, fam, like on a serious note, I just want you guys to know that it's important to put we before me. Work on yourself with someone else in mind. Work on yourself with other people in mind. Work on yourself with your desired partner in mind. You know, as you're working on yourself and you're bettering yourself, make sure you're, thinking about who you hope to attract, who you desire to be with. You know, the type of man you want, the type of woman you want. Don't just be out here trying to glow up and level up just for yourself, just for you, because it's bigger than you. Now I'm not telling you do it for other people, by no means. Don't do it for other people, do it with other people in mind. Does that make sense? Don't do it for other people, do it with other people in mind. Do it with other people in mind. That just simply means asking yourself, okay, so I'm gonna give you a real life example. If you know you got rejection issues, you know you got insecurities, you know you got abandonment, you should really journal and research and think and ask yourself and learn, how is that going to show up in a relationship? Like how is that going to show up in a relationship? You need to practically sit with yourself and say, okay, how's that going to show up? What's the worst way? What are 3 of the worst ways that could show up in a relationship? What most of you will realize is that 1 or 2 things will come to mind. 1, nothing. You won't be able to even think of nothing. Or 2, you'll think about how it showed up in past relationships. But the fact that a lot of y'all won't even be able to think of nothing is the scary part, because now that just means you're not going to find it or notice it until your next relationship. And by then, I won't say it's too late, but it's like now it's a problem that you got to figure out how to work on while still dating the person. And it's nothing harder, and this is something I talk about all the time. It's way easier to work on yourself before you're in a relationship than it is to work on yourself while you're in a relationship. Because while you're in a relationship, your partner needs you to love them well, and you're over there trying to work on yourself, but you keep stepping on landmines as you're in the relationship. So like you keep hurting them while you also needed to fix something, or while you're supposed to be loving them, and it's like it's not intentional, but it's like the thing you have to understand is that people get mad when folks don't want to work with them, or when folks don't want to tolerate certain stuff, and so, oh, you're not giving me enough grace, or you're not loving me well. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna hurt everybody's feelings on here. It is not your partner's responsibility to wait on you to fix yourself. I just want to say that because I feel like that's just something that people don't say a lot. It's not your partner's responsibility to wait on you while you fix yourself. If y'all are not married, they do not owe you that. They don't owe you that. And that goes for me too. If I get with somebody and something is not right with me, my partner does not owe me their time. They can choose to work with me. They can choose to love me through it. They can choose to help me with it. They can choose to be patient with me, or they can choose to walk away. They have that right. Because especially, watch this, especially if I knew it the whole time that I was single. And that's what I feel like is crazy, is that some of us know things right now about ourselves, right? Some of us know things about ourselves right now and we're single and we're not working on it. We're not doing anything about it. And that thing is guaranteed to show up in that next relationship if we don't do something about it now. We have to fight to heal with other people in mind. We have to fight to heal selflessly, not selfishly. We have to fight to heal selflessly, not selfishly. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Drop a comment below and let me know, am I making sense to you? I don't want to feel like I'm just talking sideways. Okay. Yeah, and also I want to say something else too, because I just feel like this needs to be said. And if you can't say amen, just say ouch to this. Knowing what's wrong with you, knowing what's broken about you, knowing what you need to work on, knowing what you need to heal from is not the same as healing. Awareness and healing is not the same thing. Does that make sense? Awareness and healing is not the same thing. Okay, all right. Well, I see we got more people on here. Let me ask this question. How many of y'all have seen Love is Blind? And we got more people on here than we had on before. So let me ask this question because I got another little Love is Blind reference I want to make real quick. Just real quick, because I rock with the Love is Blind crew. I wish I could talk to them and have a real conversation with them, but I'll say this one thing. If you ever heard of the dude Clay off of there, right? He kept saying over and over again, like, he kept talking about his current state, like his fears, his struggles, his lack of belief in self, his low self-esteem in the area of being able to be a married man. Now, because he was so vulnerable, the chick, AD, that he was, getting to know and proposing to and all that, for those of you who didn't watch the show, the chick that he was interested in and choosing, she was so blinded, Love is Blind, she was so blinded by his vulnerability. Now, some of y'all gonna have y'all opinions of him, and I'm not gonna bash nobody, and I'm not gonna bash her, I'm not gonna bash him. But all I'm gonna say is this, is that whether he did something intentional or unintentional, I don't think it was intentional, but I don't know. I think though, the problem was, or one of the problems was, he found some sort of enoughness, that's not a word, but I think he found some enoughness and some satisfaction, some contentment, there we go, in being able to admit his struggles. And she found some contentment in him being vulnerable about his struggles. But vulnerability is a positive thing. Admittance is a powerful thing, but it's the first step. It's not the whole thing. It's not the complete thing. It's just a piece of the pie. So being able to be vulnerable, being able to be able to admit your flaws, that's like, a piece of the cake. That's a slice of the pie. That's not the whole pie. That's just where you start. So vulnerability is one, hey, I struggle with so-and-so. I have a tendency to do so-and-so. That's one piece of the pie. The next piece of the pie, right, if you're healing, right, is going to be you being able to answer the question of, why do you do this? How long have you been doing this? Right? That's the next piece of the pie. Another piece of the pie would be you being able to say, you being able to understand and pioneer yourself through figuring out, what does this make other people feel when I be this way? What type of pain have I caused other people from moving in this way? You see what I'm saying? And as you do all these steps, now this is leading you to healing. As you figure out, as you're able to say what you do, admit what you do, right? Be vulnerable about it, understand where it came from, why you do it, understand how it affects other people. Now, as you do all of this, right? Now you are actually healing. Now, then lastly, I'm not saying there's no other things, but the last thing I'll say, and then learn how to stop it, and then learn how to replace it. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna go through them all one more time, assuming I can remember them, because I just said this off the top of my head. One, you need to be able to admit it, right? This is the healing pie, right? I just created this right now. Maybe somebody can DM this to me. This is the healing pie. You need to be able to admit it, right? After you, I'm sure there's some chart out there that's probably similar to exactly what I'm saying, but I'm just making this up right now. You need to be able to admit it, right? You need to understand why you do it, right? You need to understand how it affects others, right? You need to be able to stop it, right? And then lastly, you need to be able to replace it. That's the healing part. That's the healing part. And so the problem is, though, is that when we don't have high enough standards, right? This is a mistake I've made in the past as well. My biggest mistake that I've made multiple times, when you don't have high enough standards, you will see a person that's vulnerable about their struggles. I mean, honestly, I didn't even get that from people. I just would feel like they wanted to do better, right? Because that's another thing, right? It's like maybe someone like it's a two-sided coin, right? One side might be them saying, "Oh, I struggle with this." That's the vulnerability. The other side of the coin might be them just saying, I really want to grow in this area, and which is another way of saying I'm not good in this area. And you have to ask yourself, like, how do I navigate that space? How do I navigate that space? How do I navigate that space? So, yeah, man, we just gotta stop knowing something, but not choosing to do anything about it. Because knowing is not the same as healing. Being aware is not the same as healing. Being vulnerable is not the same as healing. Everybody comment below healing. Shout out to y'all. We hit 10K. I see you on TikTok. I see y'all families. Shout out to you for tapping. But yeah, those things are not the same as healing. And the goal is to actually heal all the way. So Kaya, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. You said the thing is, what is the better? What do you mean, what is the better? Can you give me can you say that differently? What is the better? Because I have an answer for you. I just don't want to assume I know what you mean because I'm not positive. Is it supernatural? What is it? Is what supernatural? I mean, superficial. Is it superficial? Or God-based? What's it? What do you replace it with? So y'all kind of keep giving me it's I'm not, I can't read your mind, fam. I'm not trying to be mean. That's low key one of my pet peeves though. I got a friend that do that all the time. Y'all triggering me. But for real though, I'm genuinely asking y'all. Don't get mad at me. I'm in a playful mood tonight. What do you mean when you say it? Can y'all just tell me what it mean? Tell me what your it's mean, and I can answer the question. Don't get upset with me. I'm just joking with y'all. I don't. And replace with question. Insecurity replaced with question. What do you replace it with? What do you replace insecurity with? So Rhonda and Kaya, give me the question again. Give me the question again give me just a full sentence, please. Or if somebody know what they meaning, and I'm just a slow one here, which is more than possible. They went under a cross identity. I don't know what that is. Never heard of that before. What would you replace any shortcoming with? I mean, I can't answer that because every shortcoming is gonna be different. I think though, the first thing is honestly, if I had to give one answer, I would say you replace it with the opposite. Listen, this is Thank you for asking that question. Whatever you struggle with that's negative, you want to like figure out how to do that same thing in the most positive way. Does that make sense? Whatever you struggle with that's negative, you want to figure out how to do that same thing in the most positive way. That's the best thing in the world you could ever do. That's the best thing in the world you could ever do. Whatever the thing is you struggle with that's negative, you want to learn how to do the opposite of that thing. That's it. So if I struggle with selfishness, I want to make my life's goal to be selfless. Because I know if I don't always try to be selfless, naturally I'm going to be selfish. Does that make sense? Like, because the flesh is innately going to do what it prefers. And patterns are real. So you're way more likely to remain however you've been without a intentional commitment to be the opposite of how you've been. So if you've been insecure most of your life, you want to practice being secure, or you want to go do things that makes you feel secure, and you want to make it an intentional thing to continue to do those things and make you feel secure. If you struggle with rejection, then you want to, I think like a practical example, that would be like if you struggle with rejection, then you got to figure out what makes you feel accepted, or who in your life makes you feel accepted. And you might want to spend more time around them, or you might just want to be super intentional about cutting people out of your life that make you feel rejected and spending more time with people in your life that make you feel accepted. Or if you don't really have people in your life that make you feel accepted, you might want to change your circle. See what I'm saying? So whatever the situation is, you want to reverse. Like with Clay and AD was struggling with looks, but we should be looking for what's within. Who said AD was struggling with looks? What you mean by struggling with looks? Like, how was she struggling? She was struggling how? What you mean by struggling? I mean, listen, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, so I'm gonna just call you Kay, okay? Because I don't know if it's Kaya or Kaya, but Kay, here's the reality of that. Everybody got a preference. You feel me? Everybody got something that they prefer, something they don't prefer, including you. You know what I mean? I promise I could put a man in front of you right now that might have every trait you desire, but it's, come on now. Come on now. Don't act like you ain't never had a man in your DMs that you was like, not doing it. See what I'm saying? Everybody got preferences to some degree. Even if you are like the type that cares about the inside mostly, there's somebody out there that you would not date. There is somebody. Come on now, because I can create a character right now. I can create a character right now. I don't want to do it. That you will be like, okay, never mind. Come on now. Everybody has a limit. And I feel like God had to do it like that. If God didn't do it like that, then how would that work? How would that work? Like, everybody got a preference. So I think though, what I will give you this, Kate, is whatever your preference is, you got to be real about it from up front, right? Like if you know you're not rocking with somebody, then don't play with their heart, don't play with their feelings. Straight up. That's the most important part. We can't demonize nobody for having preferences, but like you can't sit there and act like you good if you know you're not good. If you're not good, then you're not good. And honestly, women, y'all are probably better at that than men, right? Like I feel like y'all are a lot more quicker to be like, ew, Men are kind of we'll be like, well, she kind of, and try to work our way up to that point, but knowing dang well, like, bro, you don't like it like that, and that's okay, So yeah, that's a real thing for sure. Yeah, always be honest, for sure, for sure. Well, see, what's the opposite, K, is that women are a lot more likely to actually complete the process with someone that they weren't originally attracted to. Does that make sense? That's probably what you didn't understand I was saying. Women are more likely to complete the process. In other words, a woman will end up marrying a whole man that she wasn't that attracted to. I'm saying men will give chances to women knowing they're not attracted to them, and they end up hurting them, end up leaving them, or something like that. Like that's what's yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the difference is a woman will give a man a chance that she's not attracted to, and she might actually end up with it. And but a man will do it, and he know he is not fair with her. So, but nevertheless, we all need grace, men and women on both sides. Men and women on both sides, we all need grace. We all figuring it out. We're all doing the best we can, in Jesus' name. We're all doing the best we can in Jesus' name. Excuse me. So the moral of tonight's message is heal with others in mind. Okay? If you ain't take nothing else from tonight, make sure you take that from tonight. If you didn't take nothing from tonight, make sure you take that from tonight. Tonight was supposed to have been night one of my Sorry to Your Ex 3-night workshop. If you have not signed up for that or heard about it, go sign up for it right now. The link to it is in my bio right here on TikTok. I'm gonna stick around for a while because I got a feeling that there's some of you that want to sign up for it. We're gonna go through 3 nights of healing and preparation together within this workshop. It's gonna be extremely powerful. I've seen a lot of lives change throughout this workshop. Tonight I rescheduled it because I was having some issues. I don't know if y'all can tell I'm kind of talking like kind of monotone. My throat has really been bothering me. That's also why I'm not about to be on here much longer because normally I'm on here for like 3 hours. It's only been like about to be 1 hour now, and I haven't really talked today a lot. So, but lucky for y'all, that means you get 1 more week to go ahead and sign up. For some of you, I didn't go live for like 4 nights, and so I felt like I need to get on live tonight for y'all because I hadn't been on here in a while, and I know some of y'all might have been wondering like, okay, what's happening? So I just extended it a week for the sake of my throat and for the sake of the fact that I missed like 4 or 5 nights alive of even like sharing it with y'all. So if you want to sign up, go right now to the link in my bio. Literally, all you gotta do is go to my bio, and it's called Sorry to Your Ex Healing and Preparation Workshop. It is not a workshop to apologize to your ex. Just want to say that because I know some of y'all are like, sorry to your ex. I know I probably should change the name to it because it probably confuses a lot of people, but it's simply just saying, I'm sorry that your ex, I'm sorry. I feel sorry for your ex because they're going to miss out on such a blessing. They're going to miss out on such a good thing. They're going to miss out on the best version of you. And so, man, I just want to encourage you to go join that right now. I can see you as you sign up too, because it'll pop up on my phone. And like I said, all you need to do is go to the link in my bio. If you're on YouTube, you're going to go to shop jremyinspires.com. Shop jremyinspires.com. Shop jremyinspires.com. Shop jremyinspires.com. Let me see. So you will go here. If you're on TikTok, that link is in my bio. Just go right there. And if you are on YouTube, you go here. So I know it's probably at least about 6 of y'all that know that this is for you tonight. So I want to just encourage you. I'm gonna give you some time to go sign up and come right back and let me know you signed up. Some of the things you can expect to talk about in this 3-night workshop is improving your romantic standards, healing from unresolved trauma, growing in emotional maturity, preparing for the one. I'll say it again: improving your romantic standards. Right, that's one of the first things we're gonna talk about in the workshop. That particular night is very important to me because I know a lot of you guys have gone through traumatic events where things have happened to you that really like broke your heart. Things that really kind of changed the framework of how you love and how you receive love. And as a result of that, some of us got to a place where we just started accepting the bare minimum, and we stopped having real standards and allowing people to get away with things more than we should have let them get away with, and started doing relationships that weren't worth celebrating. They were just tolerating. And we're going to redefine uh, a lot of people's standards are going to get redefined in this workshop, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. Because the thing about it is, some of you don't think standards are that important, but that's the reason why you're also like unable to say you've ever had a healthy relationship, because you don't think standards are that important. Standards are very important because your standards decide what you experience and what you don't experience, right? Like your standards literally determine your experience in a relationship. Because if you have standards, right, that say, yes, I'm okay with this, yes, I'm okay with this, yes, I'm okay with this, yes, some of y'all will say, oh, I'm just easygoing. No, you're not easy. That's not, it's a difference between being easygoing and healthy and being someone that just has low standards. And so, because you're so quote unquote self proclaimed easygoing, you keep just letting people in, any type of person in. And we're gonna really dive into what that's about, why you're that way, how to stop being that way, and what's the right way to be. So we want to help improve your romantic standards. This is a big deal, a much bigger deal than most people would ever admit or choose to talk about. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, we're gonna heal from unresolved trauma, right? Heal from unresolved trauma. All right, now, unresolved trauma in the most simplest form is that I'm so surprised by how many people have gone through something in their life that they never talked about, something that they never addressed, something they never prayed about, something they never admitted, confessed to. Okay, that's unresolved trauma, right? You've experienced something that hasn't even been put on the table, right? Another version of unresolved trauma might be, okay, you have talked about it before, but you haven't done the work for it, right? Or you haven't treated it like it was the monster that it was. Okay, and so I think, yeah, we want to really address that because a lot of people need that healing. So look, right now, if any of this is speaking to you, I want to invite you right now to my new 3-night healing and preparation workshop called Sorry to Your Ex, because I'm sorry that your ex will not get a chance to experience the best you. But guess what? We leveling up, right? We getting better, not bitter, right? We're not going to let what happened to us control us. We're not going to let what we went through define us, right? We will choose to heal. We will choose to prepare, right? We will choose to become God's best so we can attract God's best, right? And so in order to sign up right now for this 3-night workshop, I want you to go to the link in my bio right now, click that link, sign up, come right back. If you're on here tonight and you want to join it, but you just don't have the finances to do so, it's only $38, okay? If you don't have the finances, I want you to drop a comment below and let me know that you don't have the finances. If that's the only thing stopping you from joining, drop a comment below and let me know you don't have the finances. Another thing you can expect to get from this workshop is we are going to be talking about emotional intelligence and winning in communication. This is probably maybe my favorite part of the whole 3 nights. This is probably my favorite part of the whole 3 nights, is because that's going to be a pivotal time where I'm going to share with you guys how to operate during conflict and how not to operate during conflict, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, why it's not acceptable. And then I'm also going to teach on something called healing words, which is something a lot of people sleep on, right? It's like things that you can choose to say that will actually make, it will bring forth reconciliation between you and your partner. And I want to make something very clear too, because I feel a little convicted, so I need to share something. Earlier, I made a comment. I said if I'm dealing with someone and they curse me out, I said I am likely to respond and point out things about them that I've never mentioned to them before, or to walk away. Now, let me tell you why I said that. Right? I said that because I'm assuming that this is not someone I'm in a relationship with. Because if I'm in a relationship with someone, then that means I've already vetted them enough to know that we don't talk to each other like that, right? And because if I'm in a relationship with someone, then I'm going to handle that. I'm What am I trying to say? I'm going to handle conflict in a way that's going to help us build towards a solution, right? That's always my heart. That's always my goal. Even with regular people, that's my heart. Like, I would say I'm a very patient person during conflict. I have not always been that way, but I have definitely grown to be that way. I'm slow to speak, to make sure that I mean what I say and say what I mean. But I think a lot of times people don't realize the heaviness of the words, because you watch people, like, if I watch a couple argue, I can literally, like, as the man says certain words, the woman says certain words, I can literally tell the words that should never have been said. It's like I watched this couple argue, not that long ago, and the woman said, "You're not a real man." She said, "You're not a real man. You can't not take that back. You cannot say you're not a real man. You cannot say you're not a real man." Just like a man cannot sit there and acknowledge certain attributes about another woman to his woman, no matter how casually he says it. These are things that a woman and or man do not let go of. They don't forget. And I think sometimes we don't even understand the words that's coming out of our mouth and how powerful words are. Words are extremely powerful. Extremely powerful, family. We can't just say any and everything. And so I love talking about this part within the class and emotional intelligence, because emotional intelligence is like, that's my ish, man. I love emotional intelligence. Like, um, that's just truly one of those things that a lot of people don't have and don't really realize. Um, they just don't realize. They don't realize that they don't have it. They don't realize how it's affecting things. I want to join but can't find the link. Okay. What do you mean by can't find it? Do you know where my bio is? Have you ever heard of that? When I say link in bio, do you know where the bio is? Because I do know some people aren't sure how to get to the bio. And somebody kind of help her with what to do. How can you tell Rhonda how to get to the bio? Okay, nobody's gonna help her. Cool. So Rhonda, to go to my bio, I believe all you need to do is, let me see, can I go to somebody's live real quick and see if I can show you how to get to the bio. Hopefully I don't pull up no crazy live. Okay. Oh boy, doctors are going live now? That's too much. Okay. Okay. It won't let me look at other people's live while I'm live. Okay. Cool. So I can't even tell you how to get to my live, but you gotta go to my bio. You gotta go to this right here. This is where you wanna go. This thing right here. You see that? Oh, that's not the right way. Wanna go here. Wanna go to that thing. There you go. Thank you. Somebody helped you. Click the picture where it says Remy. All right, so we have Erica here and Queen Sunshine 42, who both want to join the class but say they don't have finances. Ladies, can you do me a favor and drop a comment below and say what is your age and why you would like to join the class? Could you comment below your age and why you would like to join the class, please? Comment below your age and why you would like to join the class. Appreciate it, bro. 45 because I just got out of a 3-year relationship that was a false identity. Wow. Oh, that's what you were trying to say earlier, false identity. That's crazy. How did you find out? Queen. And there's one other person. Erica. I am hosting a 3-night healing and preparation workshop called Sorry to Your Ex. And the reason it's called Sorry to Your Ex because I'm simply just saying I feel sorry for your ex, that they played in your face, they played with your feelings, they tried you right, that they're about to miss out on the blessing that they could have had. And so I want to invite you to join the healing and preparation course, 3-night workshop that will be about an hour and a half to 2 hours per night. This will be a live event. I will be teaching for 3 nights straight. It will be extremely interactive. You will have homework. You will have the opportunity to ask questions. You will have the opportunity to just grow on a whole new level at an accelerated pace. This is one of my workshops that I've been doing for a couple of years now. I've seen extremely unexpected, miraculous results from this. If you were to say, well, why should I join this? What will I get out of this? You're going to become a better partner for your person. Whether you're in a relationship now or going or looking to be in one, you're going to become a better partner for your person without a doubt. That's number one, okay? You're going to become a better partner for your person. Number two, you're going to attract differently after you join this workshop. After you experience it, you're going to attract differently because you're going to have new standards. You're going to have new boundaries. You're going to have a different set of expectations. What you look for is going to change. Your level of self-awareness is going to increase. Okay. Thirdly, you are going to experience true healing. I'm talking about you're going to walk away from this thing and you're going to be lighter, right? You're not going to be carrying the same weight that you've been carrying, metaphorically speaking, in your heart, in your mind. Some of it has been manifesting in your body. Some of your hurt, some of y'all's hurt in your heart has been manifesting in your body. So you're going to walk away leaving that stuff at the feet of Jesus. This is a 100% faith-based 3-night workshop. It is not like a workshop that I designed as my opinion. No, it is. Tonight was more me speaking just facts, right? This will be a biblically based, faith-based healing workshop. I will come really hard, like really like I'm not going to be chilling, like tonight was me kind of chilling. Like I'm gonna be going real hard when doing that 3-night workshop, and that was part of the reason why I postponed it to next Monday so I can like work on my voice between now and then, which I've been doing. So yeah, man, I just want to invite y'all to join right now. The link is in my bio. Go now. I'm not gonna be on here for much longer, I promise you. I want you to go ahead and get it. Like I said, I know there's about 6 of you that this is for. Let me say that this is for because it's for way more than 6 of you, but I know there's about 6 of you that you feel inspired to make that move tonight. And so listen, go to that link in my bio, take that step of faith and watch what God does, right? Watch how God changes some things in your life. Some of you guys got some amazing gems tonight. Just watch and see what he does for you in this workshop. If you want to join and you don't want to go through the website, you can also go through Cash App right there. How do you ensure your info is safe? Because it is the same. It's the same as if you were to shop anywhere else. You know what I mean? I can't see your information or something like that. If that's what you're wondering, I can't see your information. All I can see is whatever address and email address you put in there. That's the only thing I can see. I can't see like your card or stuff like that. But like I was just saying, if you don't want to pay on the website, you can pay through Cash App. That's an option if you desire that option, Rhonda. Now, ladies and fellas, if there are any fellas on here, I just haven't seen any. That's why I said ladies. Ladies, we have two women that want to join this workshop, but they don't have the finances. And there's only two tonight. Normally, there's like 10 or 15 people that's the case. So, what I want to ask is, if you're on here tonight and you are capable of helping them out, would you please drop a comment below? I'm basically, what I do is, God showed me a long time ago. He said, hey, there are people that I put in place, right, to be a blessing to other people that cannot afford it. I believe in being fair. I believe in being equal. And so, like, I never want to be the person that's like, oh, these people had to pay, these people had to pay. Oh, you can get it for free. You can get it for free. And so I believe that there are people that just have a heart to bless others. And so if that's you, Queen is 45. She got out of a 3-year relationship with someone that was pretending to be somebody that wasn't. And Eric is 38, and she wants to join to get a better perspective on how to increase healthy communication within a relationship. If you're on TikTok or YouTube and you want to sponsor these two, the class is $38. So 2 people would be 76. That's what the sponsorship would cost for both of them. Or if you only want to do one of them, you can. So if that's you right now, please just drop a comment below. Let me know. Drop a comment below. It would be such a blessing to them. To once again, I can't stay on for much longer because I'm having some issues with my throat, so I gotta just use wisdom. But Queen and Erica, are y'all still here? Queen and Erica, are y'all still here? Queen is still here. All right, y'all. Once again, we have 2 ladies on here that need a sponsorship to the 3-night workshop. If you're on here and you truly have the heart to be a help or an assistance to other people because you care about other people's healing, may I remind you guys of something? Because I know sometimes y'all don't think about things like the same way that I do. Remember that when you help these young ladies, right? You really are helping break generational curses. Let me ask this question real quick. Let me show you what I mean. Erica or Queen, are either one of you a mom? Either one of you, are you a mom? Either one of you, are you a mom? Another question I want to ask you. Did you grow up in a 2-parent household? Did you grow up in a 2-parent household? So Erica is a mom. Erica didn't grow up in a 2-parent household. Okay, Queen, are you a mom? Did you grow up in a 2-parent household? Queen, are you there? No, I grew up in a foster home and I raised 23 foster kids. See what I'm saying? And so when you guys are investing in them, helping them out right now in this moment, and they're over here being humble enough to admit, like, hey, I want to join, but I just don't got it right now. First of all, shout out to y'all for y'all's humility. Like, real talk. Like, people don't realize, man, that just really is a reflection that you have a hunger for healing. You have a hunger for healing. There's people on here right now who have the $38 for themselves and they don't have a hunger for healing. You don't have it, but you're hungry enough to admit it. Admit that, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I don't have that for this right now. Right? Like, maybe you got it, but you got to spend it on this bill, or you got to spend it on a kid, or you got to, but the bottom line is you're hungry enough for healing, hungry enough to prepare for preparation, that you're willing to share this publicly. And for that, I commend you and I salute you, my sisters, straight up. And so I just know right now there are people on here that are in a position to be a blessing to you. And man, I'm just asking right now, Lord, that you bring them forth. Whoever can be a blessing, the Queen right now and the Erica, I just ask right now, God, that you bring them forth. I can't make them, I can't force them, I won't beg them. But God, if they're on here right now, Lord, I just pray you bring them forth, whoever they are, whoever they are. So if you can sponsor these two amazing young ladies or one of them, I just want you to comment below real quick and just say that so we can be a blessing to them tonight. And I won't hold y'all too much longer. Once again, the Sorry to Your Ex 3-night workshop starts this coming up Monday. You got about 6 more days to sign up. Assuming it doesn't sell out between that time. It would have sold out already if I would have went live. But I didn't go live the last 5 nights because I wasn't feeling good. So, yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a couple of minutes to decide how you want to bless your sisters on here. Okay, Erica, that's great. But we gonna see if somebody wants to bless you right now. We're gonna see if somebody wants to bless you right now. I just want to plant a seed in y'all's mind and remember this. There is nothing worse. I had trouble signing up for the workshop. What kind of trouble? What you mean? What's going on? Because two of y'all done said that. So now y'all got me nervous, wondering what's happening. What kind of trouble? What happened? Two of y'all done said that, and I don't understand why. It would not let me. It would not let you what the address? Are you trying to say it wouldn't let you go through without the address? It wouldn't let me sign up either on your picture. Oh, a lot of times whenever stuff like that happens, it just means you need to refresh the screen or correct the address. Were you able to get signed up or no? Oh, I know you. Actually, I see. No, you weren't. I'm looking. Do you want to go try again and come back, or you can always join the workshop through Cash App or through Venmo. That is an option. Just so you know, that is an option. Dang, ladies, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I really want to see Queen and Erica get sponsored tonight to join this workshop. I mean, this is not something that you see a lot of people doing, right? Like, this is a legitimate healing workshop, preparation and healing workshop that there are several, I'm talking about lots of people that have testimonials from this, right? You can go watch some of the testimonials in the link in my bio, right? So people have really gone through this workshop and their lives have changed from it. And I want the same thing to happen for Erica and for Queen. And I'm just asking that if you're on here tonight and you're in the position to be able to bless them, I'm just asking that you would say, you know what? God has blessed me, so let me bless somebody else. Let me pay it forward. Now, if you're on here and you can afford to do that, you don't feel led to do that maybe, that's cool. But I do believe that God puts people in positions that are more than capable of helping those that, may have a request or a need. And so if you're on here tonight and you are able to be a blessing to one of these amazing young ladies who shared their story with us. I mean, you talk about, one of them said she was in a relationship for 3 years with one that was pretending to be somebody that wasn't. I think a lot of times we gloss over people's sharings, and I really hate that about this society. Like, put yourself in her shoes. Just stop for a second, ask yourself, who would you be, what would you feel after 3 years spent with somebody that was not who they said they were? That's gonna take a toll on you. 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 That is going to do something to your heart. That's gonna do something to your mind. So I don't think that when you hear her share something like that, that it should be taken lightly. I feel like that right there should lead somebody to want to go bless her, want to go pour into her, want to go help her. We can't be all on this whole like, yes, that's right, sis, that's right, this, that's right, that. Okay, what about now when like the sacrifice is needed to help someone? Keep that energy, you know what I mean? Like, let that energy still flow through your veins, through your actions. Go love on her, go pour into her. This is a great way to pour into one of your sisters. Whether you're a woman, whether you're a man, this is a great opportunity to pour into one of your sisters. So if that's you right now, you're like, yeah, I'll sponsor her. I just want you to drop a comment below. Let me know. Or you can sponsor her right here at Viral Church Online. That's the Cash App. The workshop is $38. I don't know who that was, but who just signed up? Somebody just signed up for the class. I don't want to say your whole name. Kia just signed up. Shout out to Kia. Welcome to the Sorry to Your Ex 3-night workshop. Happy to have you, my sister. Happy to have you. Happy to have you. What's going on, David? God bless you. What's going on, man? She got it. She's in there, y'all. She's in there. She's in there. She's not the only one. She's not the only one that's supposed to be there. But she's the only one that stepped up tonight. Y'all know, usually whenever I go live, I didn't really go like as hard as I normally go. Tonight, I was a lot more chill. So, and it's super late because I didn't plan to go live tonight. But when I usually go live, shoot, man, it normally be so many people that sign up for this. And it'd be so many more people that need to sponsor. Tonight is really a very opposite night. For one person to have signed up, for only 2 people need a sponsorship, that's like that's not a normal night at all. But I'm still glad I got on here, because if it was only for one person, that's cool. That's cool. What's up, bro? I'll be a blessing for others, for real, bro. I want to pray over it too, though, for real, Are you saying you want to sponsor somebody, David? Is this the same David that's in The Becoming, by the way? That's what's up. What's going on, brother? Are you in The Becoming on Instagram too, or just on Facebook? I know you're in Facebook one. Okay. So, bro, what we were talking about was there are two young ladies on here that need a sponsor, um, Queen and Erica. They both have some powerful stories. One of them is a mom. The other one grew up in a foster home, um, and also one of them was in a 3-year relationship with someone that was not who they said they were, which is crazy. And so, yeah, man, we need a sponsorship for both of them. This is for my new Sorry to Your Ex 3-night workshop. I don't know if you've ever been in it before, David, or not, but it's my most powerful one. I don't want to say it's the most powerful, but it's the most popular one, which I guess makes it the most powerful one. And so, yeah, these two young ladies need a sponsorship. So we just trying to get them sponsored before we just call it a night. And nobody has really stepped up so far. Are y'all still on here, by the way? Queen and Erica. All right, family. I'm gonna give this about 5 more minutes for someone to sponsor them. Only due to my voice, I gotta use wisdom, y'all. I can't stay on here like the whole night as long as I normally would. I'm already past my time. David, did you want to sponsor them? I may have misunderstood you. Just let me know. And if not, David, is there anybody else that wants to sponsor them? Kia said, where do I send the money to sponsor both of them? You can either go to the website and just purchase 2 tickets, or you can go to Cash App. Either or. You can go to Cash App at Viral Church Online, or you can go to the website and just purchase 2 tickets. And I know you're asking, you're about to say, well, what information do I put in? You just put your information in. Don't worry about it. I won't send you the stuff twice, and I get their information through here on TikTok. That's what I always do. So just let me know which way you want to do it. Do you want to do it through the website or through Cash App? Website. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, you just go do 2 and then just come back and let me know. Okay. We're gonna see. We're gonna wait for you. That's amazing, man. God is good. Y'all, man, when she gets back, y'all gotta show her mad love for being awesome, man. Appreciate the prayers, bro. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you as well. I don't know what YouTube been on tonight. YouTube, I'm saying peace to y'all, alright? I don't know what's happening on here. It's been like 2 people on here the whole live. So that's been weird. But I'm gonna just go ahead and rock out on y'all, and y'all have a blessed night.